Good day, dear colleagues, good day, dear students. I welcome you on our YouTube Rubberdamology channel. My name is Alexander, and we continue to show and discuss education for self-training rubber dam skills for application, isolation of rubber dam in your oral cavity of your patient. Today we discuss with you very important part, isolation of lateral group of tooth from today in this education upper jaw, in the next education lower jaw, and preparing space for working with the class 2 restoration or preparing for making contact points between adjustment tooths. What is the point of our interest today? We must work with this space. Contact point between molar and premolar, the first premolar and second premolar, and maybe very often between canine and first premolar. The same from the other side. But today we discuss the quadrant number 2. But maybe for our straight mathematical order, we start from this first quadrant. The tooth number 16 is our anchor point, and we decide which clamp we're using for anchor point. I prefer wingless clamp number W3 or clamp number 139. And for our instruments I'm using today, clamp pillars from Sanctuary Dental, and the puncher also from Sanctuary Dental. First of all, as is all our exercises, we need to test fixation of clamp on tooth. If I'm working with the tooth number 17, it's very good to working with the clamp number 139. It's good enough for this position. It has very small arc, not very big lateral side parts, and it's very good if you have the lower jaw part and you have not enough space for clamp with wings. For tooth number 16, my favorite clamp is W3. It's very good because you can place it in not very big space, and you have enough space for working with matrix rings from different brands. It's enough to place it. Also, you have space for placing wedges and, of course, matrices. So the testing of clamp stability is good, and we start to mark up our rubber dam plate. For these educations, I select very best material, Nicton medium. Fix our rubber dam plate on the metal frame. Place the rubber dam at the fingertip and press the other finger and slightly tense to the left side. Repeat it from the right side, and then very slow tension fix the bottom angles of frame with your rubber dam. Don't fix the middle retainers, you don't need it. For premolars and molars, you must make perforations if we're working only with one side. In this case, we're working with the first quadrant. I like to make perforations at the middle of the space of rubber dam plate inside the frame. Never make perforations upper than this line, because you need rubber dam to cover upper lip and philtrum. And of course, don't need perforations lower than this line, because you need enough rubber dam to fix these bottom angles when you are anchor clamp inside the mouth of your patient. For molar, we choose perforations with the bigger diameter. Like this. And we made perforation for tooth number 16. Reduce diameter of puncture and made another hole at the distance of 5 mm between the edge of perforation. Perforation for tooth 15. And for example, I also reduce perforation for one size again, and I made perforation for tooth 14, also between them with 5 mm. First variant, it's very useful in your mouth, in mouth of your patient. Made fixation of clamp at your fingers and put it inside the big perforation. These parts at the patient side, this part arc of clamp for your side. Detach bottom angles and connect angle of corner of rubber dam plate and corner of your metal frame. Fix clamp at the clamp pillar and fix the stopper. Also connect these two things together and put rubber dam at the mouth of your patient and fix it on the tooth 16. Release instrument and then start to fix rubber dam back to the metal frame. It's very good, ready. For working inside mouth, I never use fingers because it's not very comfortable for patient. And I advise you to put your pillar inside to put over rubber dam above the clamp, and then with the help of floss insert interdental space of rubber dam between teeth, and then the whole crown must be covered outside. The next one. Very good. But when we are working with the class 2 restorations, very often I like to make floss ligature around the neck of tooth. Connect your floss together and make loop, and the second loop around also this floss. Then you have loop and you're ready to make ligature around tooth number 15. It's very easy. Use your pillar to move the knot closer to crown, and with the probe help to maintain position of floss ligature at the tooth neck. Very good. You have inversion. I show it you from the other angle. And it's very good idea to make the second ligature around the tooth number 14. Repeat. I switch my camera. Continue to make floss ligatures. One loop. Second. Your ligature is ready. Place it over tooth number 14. Very careful. Move this knot closer to crown and holding tooth with the fingertip, close this loop. Very often you need help of probe from the palatal side to make your ligature have a proper position. And now let's look closer. We have very good inversion. Even we have deep margin elevation between these tooths. We have very good inversion of rubber dam deeper into the gingival sulcus, and we have very good conditions to work with matrices and wedges. Then let's fix the end of this floss. I like to make work when I have no free floss in the working area, and for this work tense your frame to the left and fix it around this screw from the inner part to the outer, around and around this retainer. That's all. Let's repeat this movement. Your start position. Slightly tense these floss ligatures, tails, and then from the inner part, outer, and around this retainer. Very good. As always, the end of all exercises we're making envelope. So tense this free margin of rubber dam plate down for 1 cm. Hold with your fingers and put this corner of rubber dam plate over the upper right angle of your metal frame. Hold this rubber dam with your fingers, remove your finger, and you or your assistant repeat this around the other side of your metal frame. The exercises of isolation is ready. Let's start to working with these accessories for second class restoration in interdental space. For deeper margin elevation, I put this part of matrix down apically. And sometimes I need helpers of instrument of the needle holder, and it's very useful to put this part of matrix with needle holder much deeper under the supergingival border. And then hold with your finger this matrix and put wedge between the two. The matrix is fixed very well. And then fix matrix ring in your clamp pillars and put it over the matrix and tooth. Very good, very stable. So you can use it for working with the distal side of tooth 15. If you place your matrix with this needle holder also very deep from the mesial side of tooth 15, you can working with mesial part, but it's very hard because you fix this tooth with the wedge. Remove wedge, put interdental matrix. If you have difficulties in this position, slightly move tooth with the probe and then your matrix on the position. I can't make it with the clamp or with the filler because it's difficult, so I'm using a needle holder for this work. And then, of course, I need fixation of wedges between tooth 16, 15 and the second wedge from the tooth 14, 15 and then only in contact I'm making with the composite. Now I place matrix ring only in this side. When the working with the surface, mesial surface of tooth 15 is ready, I replace matrix ring to the distal and continue to work. That's all exercise today. Thank you for your attention. If you have any question, please write it in the comments below. Don't forget to like our videos. Thank you very much. See you soon.